Coming up, revisions to breast cancer reporting protocols, what they mean for your daily practice. Plus, the CAP's Communicator of the Year on why pathologists are perfectly positioned for the digital landscape. This is the Path News Network Daily Edition from the College of American Pathologists. I'm Elizabeth McMahon. It's Thursday, June 25th. The CAP has revised its reporting protocols for breast cancer, incorporating the newest World Health Organization classifications and reporting guidance into some of the most used cancer reporting tools. Dr. Kimberly Allison is a member of the CAP Cancer Committee and co-author of the Breast Cancer Protocol Update. She says the revisions were based on updates in diagnostic criteria, feedback from protocol users, and the desire to make protocols more efficient and flexible. One example? How pathologists report breast tumor focality, or the distribution and characteristics of tumor cells.
It's not uncommon to have more than one breast cancer in the same breast. And we didn't really have a standard way to report that other than to put the second tumor in the comment section. And so we adopted what the thyroid tumor protocol used for being able to repeat tumor characteristics a number of times if you have more than one primary tumor in the same breast. So you're using it in the same protocol. So that was sort of a practical and clarifying update.
She said the committee worked closely to make margin reporting, the borders of tissue removed with tumors, more practical for pathologists and other readers. The updated method includes adding margin status bins to reports that pathologists can type themselves rather than choosing from drop-down menus.
Making it more practical and specific to breast cancer, what's relevant, reporting out to 2 millimeters from invasive cancer or closer for DCIS was one of our goals. So we made it more streamlined, more clinically relevant, and easier to report and read.
Find more information on all 8 cancer protocol updates under the Cancer Protocols section on the CAP homepage. Could using your eyes and head to perform routine digital pathology tasks be just as accurate as clicking a mouse? It's a question that researchers at Western University in Ontario explored with an eye toward improving efficiency and accuracy and lessening the strain on your wrist. In the first study of its kind, researchers used infrared eye and head tracking as data input devices for pathologists who performed 5 actions common in digital pathology: measuring, counting, zooming, panning, and target identification. They found that measurements made with eye gaze were more accurate than those with a standard computer mouse, and that pathologists didn't miss targets using head tracking. Most of the participants also favored eye tracking for counting and zooming. The study is in the June issue of the Archives of Pathology and Laboratory Medicine. Collaboration, education, dissemination, connection. For Dr. Katrina Collins, they're words that drive a passion for communicating about a field she loves. From mentoring to blogging, tweeting, publishing, and more, Dr. Collins has embraced communication on all its platforms. The CAP is recognizing her efforts with its 2026 Outstanding Communicator Award. Dr. Collins, who practices at the Indiana University School of Medicine and is active in the CAP's New in Practice Committee, says the field is ripe for embracing the evolving communication landscape.
Pathologists are really trained to be thoughtful, precise, and evidence-based. Social media and digital communication often just moves very, very quickly. So I would say that, just the overall goal really isn't to oversimplify things, but it's to make it, complex information more accessible without losing the important details. And I think pathology is, really just actually well positioned for this because we're such a visual specialty and because education has always been, central to what we do.
Dr. Collins is one of more than 20 Meritorious Service awardees who will be honored at CAP 26 in October at the Wynn, Las Vegas. She says digital scholarship and digital culture have helped her build relationships and gain insights that may not have been possible through traditional academic channels.
Some of my most meaningful professional connections have started through online interactions that eventually lead to mentorship, sponsorship, research collaborations, or even educational projects.
Dr. Collins says she's grateful to be recognized by her professional community for work she loves.
Communication has always been something that I'm passionate about, whether it's teaching trainees, collaborating with colleagues, sharing educational content online, or helping people just better understand pathology. Communication has been a central part of my professional identity.
Stay tuned to the Path News Network to hear from more 2026 CAP Award winners this summer and in the run-up to CAP 26. And finally, you may have heard this nauseating news. The New World screwworm has arrived in Texas. The parasite is a fly with larvae that feeds on warm-blooded animals, including livestock, pets, and very rarely humans. There are currently nearly 20 cases, mostly in cattle in Texas. The USDA says the risk to animals and people is very low, and the parasite is not contagious. We'll continue to follow the story, but if you want more information about this flesh eater and other parasites, check out the Arthropod Benchtop Reference Guide at the CAP bookstore. That's all for today's Daily Edition. Be sure to check the show notes for more information on today's stories. Got a story you'd like us to cover on the Daily Edition? Write to us at stories@cap.org. We're back at 5 a.m. Eastern for another episode of the Daily Edition. I'm Elizabeth McMahon. Have a great day.